Brad, what's today's daily crypto news?
M2 money supply. Do you know what that is?
No.
All right, well, we're going to define that a little bit later, but before we define what an M2 money supply is, it's something that we have talked about on the channel before, and right now it's going up. And cryptocurrency, and they like to say Bitcoin because, yeah, Bitcoin does mirror it, but so does the entire market as a whole. In fact, it does it to a greater extreme, to greater highs and greater lows. And right now we're headed to much greater highs.
Okay, this is from Ardeni. Most people watch charts, but smart ones watch M2. M2 is a global money supply, and Bitcoin follows it like a shadow. When M2 goes up, crypto pumps. When it drops, markets bleed. And right now, this chart says that we're on the rocket to the moon. Do you believe in that?
So that comment is very true. I've seen this over the last 4 bull runs. And so, well, all the bull runs, quite honestly, because you can look back into history with the charts, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's happened. You can look back at the M2 money supply chart, and you can look at the crypto charts. You can look at the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange charts, and they do tend to mirror each other. So now to define what M2 money supply is, Grok, which is my favorite AI, is saying the M2 money supply is a broad measure of the money supply in an economy, including all of the M1 cash, coins, and demand deposits like checking accounts, plus less liquid assets like savings accounts, money market deposits, and small denomination time deposits, certificates of deposit, for example, CDs. It represents money that is readily available or can be quickly converted to cash for spending or investment. In the US, the Federal Reserve tracks M2 to gauge economic activity and inform monetary policy. As of recent data, M2 includes all the M1 that we just mentioned, currency in circulation, traveler's checks, demand deposits, and other checkable deposits. Additional components to create the M2 money supply is savings deposits, money market accounts, and time deposits under $100,000. For example, in mid-2025, the US M2 was around $21.2 trillion. That's a lot of M2 money supply. That's a lot of readily available money to invest. 21.2 trillion with a T. Though exact figures vary by source and date, M2 growth or contraction can signal inflation, economic expansion, or tightening. If you want real-time data or trends, and of course it goes on to tell you can search for it, however, that's your M2 money supply. Okay, so now you understand it's money that's readily available that can either indicate, hey man, if there's that much of it, people are going to jump into a hot market, or if there's not enough of it, you're going to see people hold back and try